Hi, this is Daniel Hooper from 1% Property, coming to you with your weekly property market update for Kedron, Gordon Park and the surrounding suburbs. So over the last week, we had 1,165 sales in Queensland, sorry, not just in our area, but in the whole state. That figure is pretty much on par with what we've been seeing in the last few weeks, severely down from what we were seeing last year of around 1,600. So definitely less activity, less properties changing hands, and certainly things taking a lot longer to sell, for sure. 43% auction clearance rate compared to about 78% this time last year. So obviously a lot less success at auctions as well. In the inner north, we had 17 sales, which is again on par with what we've been seeing. No drastic reductions, but certainly down from the 30 odd sales we were seeing last year. Still getting some good results. So 23 Sheehy Street in Stafford, that's a 3-bed renovated home on 600 square meters, sold for 1.325 million. 17 Barellen Street, again in Stafford, some good results from Stafford this week. 4 beds on 675, sold for 1.43 million. And 7 Sumar Street in Wavell Heights, 4 beds, 771 square meters, sold for 1.6 million. What I've noticed in the market in regards to prices is properties that don't really have any objections. So, large floor plans, no flood overlays, no main roads, fully renovated, nothing to do. Those properties are actually still performing really well and getting really good results. But if it's a renovator, if it's got objections, if it's got difficulties, if it's got other things like that, we're still getting them sold. We're still doing good, getting good results, but they're just taking a little longer because people are much more fussy at the moment, and people are much more hesitant to actually do renovations because it is very, very difficult dealing with trades and supply issues and all that sort of stuff in the construction industry right now. So a few challenges. But certainly not the end of the world. In the media, prices are down over the last 28 days by 0.5% in Brisbane. Looking at Kedron and surrounding areas, I've noticed actually a little more than that. Having said that, it could just be a fluctuation. What I mean by that is if in April, the majority of the properties that sold in Kedron were 4-bedroom renovated homes, and then in June or July, the majority of properties that sold were 3-bed renovators, they're all still houses. They're going to come under the same statistic, but obviously it's going to be pretty skewed. So it is hard to see on such a short time frame whether it's realistic, whether it's a drop, or whether it's just potentially a bit of a speed bump. Sydney and Melbourne, just to put in perspective of what the Brisbane market is like at the moment, 0.5% down in the last month. Sydney was down 1.9%. Melbourne was down 1.3%. So as far as markets in the country, we're still actually doing very well. But we're certainly, over the peak of the property cycle and on the downward slide. What I've noticed actually is there are a lot of buyers sitting out of the market. The last time I saw a lot of buyers sitting out of the market was at the start of COVID. Okay, there was about 2 or 3 months where it was a nightmare. No one was buying because everyone was absolutely terrified of what was going to happen. I don't think everyone's terrified now, but certainly people are cautious and they're sitting out going, oh, what's going to happen in a few months' time? My advice to buyers is it's actually a pretty good time to purchase property right now because there are less buyers in the marketplace. In 3 months' time, if the RBA lower their rate, so not lower the rate, but they lower the increases, say they do a 0.1% or a 0.25 instead of a 0.5, suddenly buyer confidence is going to come back, more buyers are going to enter the market, and there's going to be more competition around property. So if you're sitting out waiting, you may end up regretting that, similar to how people who are sitting out at the start of COVID ended up regretting it. People that bought at that point in time were very, very happy. At 1%, very, very busy at the moment. Lots and lots of local properties. 39 Emerald Street, which is a really, really cool little investment property in a fantastic area of Kedron, near the avenues. It's on a small block. It's a 165 square meter block of land. We just put that one under offer for a great price. And I'll let you know that once it does go unconditional. 67 Homebush Road, that was under offer. We had a last minute hiccup with one of the clauses on the contract, so that property is now back on the market. We're looking at offers over $935,000. It's a cracking renovated home. It's on a good flat 405 block with a lot of trees, a lot of privacy. It's in a good part of Kedron. It's a really, really good property, and at offers over $935,000, it's a fantastic opportunity. Launched this week, 26 Tannenblas Street, also in Kedron. It's a 4-bed, 1-bath home. 3 beds in the main residence, and then it's got a 1-bed studio with its own living space. It's got a beautiful pool. It's got a lovely outdoor space, 607 block. Potential for city views. That one is open tomorrow. On the market also, 7 Whiptail Court in Cashmere. Big family home, 5 beds, 700 square meter block of land, pool. It's a beautiful property that is on the market, open tomorrow. 54 Bertram Street in Stafford, entry-level property into Stafford. It's got a manageable but still quite usable and quite large block of 300 square meter block of land with a 3-bed, 1-bath home. It's brick build. It's in fantastic condition, like absolutely impeccable condition. That will be open tomorrow. 22 Bennett's Road in Everton Hills. It's a renovator in a fantastic spot, right at the top of the hill. Beautiful outlook, big block of land. It's got a lot of potential. 36 Belnoel Street in Wavell Heights. Massive family home on a good quiet street in a good part of Wavell Heights. That one is just by private inspection at the moment. And also 125 Kirby Road, it's an entry-level opportunity into Aspley with a property that is ripe for renovation. It's got a lot of opportunity to make it into a really, really nice family home. And also 224 Appleby Road in Stafford Heights, available by private inspection. That property is an 809 block. It's got a DA on to split it 1 into 2. And again, it's another fantastic opportunity to get a really, really good project in a good part of Brisbane. Coming soon, off market at the moment, there is a property in Figures Street in Kedron. This one is a low medium res development opportunity, 612 square meters. The property next to it was cut down into a 3 townhouse complex. The one across the road went into a 1 into 2 with a house and a block of land. And there's another one on the street that actually did 2 townhouses and 2 units to split the original house into 2 units. So there's a lot of opportunity for this property, a lot of different things you could do. That one is currently available off market via my database. Give me a call if you'd like more information. Also coming soon, 54 Somerset Road, Kedron, another cracking Kedron home. It's 200 meters away from Padua. It's 4-bed, 2-bath. It's a renovator, but in a fantastic position. Number 1 Milne Street in Chermside. That property is literally on the border of Wavell. The street outside the property is Wavell. The property itself is Chermside. It's a 4-bed. This one's a 4-bed, 2-bath. It's got a main residence with 3-bed, 1-bath. It's got a separate granny flat with 1-bed, 1-bath, kitchen, and everything required to be fully self-contained. That one will be coming in about 3 or 4 weeks. And then also number 3, Achilles Street in Kedron. This property is a very, very well-known home in Kedron. It's up at the top of the hill. It's the highest point in the whole suburb. You've probably seen it. It's the property with the very high arched roof, the red roof, overlooking the entire suburb. You can see views from the city to the bay. It's an incredible home. It's been fully renovated, and that one will be coming also in about 5 to 6 weeks' time. If you have any questions about any of these properties, if you would like to have a chat about your own home or what's going on in the market, or if there's anything else I can do to be of assistance, please give me a call, 0424 585 391. Otherwise, I hope you've had a fantastic week so far, and I hope the weekend is even better.